looks like we got a new friend!
Why are you, a raccoon, entering the world of illegal street racing in Los Angeles? Are you a wide-eyed rookie or a grizzled veteran? Are you in this for love, fortune, fame, or justice? Or are you an undercover cop? All will be answered today as we play some Crash Pandas! Welcome everyone to the stream. Our bot is going to spam you with a bunch of links. Please check them out. It's all of our social links, all the places you can find us online, all the places you can go to support us, all of the information about our sponsors, all of the places that you can get 10 to 15% discounts with our special codes. Go and check them all out. It'll be fantastic. Thank you very much. Let's go around and say hello to our raccoons today. We'll go clockwise around the screen. Today I'll be the raccoon master. It says just there, raccoon master. It's lovely. We'll go around the screen. We're starting with V.
Alright, hi everyone, I am V. I am the Crafting Muse. You can find me over on YouTube. I have never played this game before and I already love it. Just started reading through the rules and I'm cracking up, so I'm very excited for this. I can't wait.
Fantastic, fantastic. A last minute addition to the stream. We have stolen her nap time. Sam! Oh, hi!
Oh, hi. Yes, you very much took my nap time. I'm Sam. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram, Smaller Sam. I also have never played this game, and I am woefully unprepared.
Fantastic, fantastic. That's just how I like my players, woefully unprepared. Last around the screen, we have a new addition to the channel today, Quantum Witcher or Sarp. Oh, hi!
Hello, my name is Sarp. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter as Quantum Witcher, and I have no bloody idea what I'm going in for, but just in for the ride, let's roll with it, yay!
Fantastic. This seems perfect. This seems perfect. Well, let's just dive straight into it. Reading through the PDF, it says write a short origin story for your raccoon and give them a name. Who wants to go first?
Alright.
I won't put anyone on the spot. I'll put everyone on the spot all at once.
Alright, so I'll go first. I'll take the plunge. How's that?
Yeah, go.
So my name is Chonker. And I'm a raccoon from the suburbs, and I've gotten very used to just kind of taking my time at night, enjoying the buffets, eating all the good leftover food. So, you know, kind of a little lazy, kind of a little dopey, but you know, hey, I'm always up for a good time.
Chonka. And would Chonka have any preferred pronouns?
He, him.
He, him. Lovely. Thank you. So a bit of a street panda? Maybe a trash panda? Becoming a crash panda?
Definitely a trash panda. Definitely a trash panda.
What is your motivation for getting into street racing, Chonka?
I heard there were some cool dumpsters at the end.
Love it. Beautiful. Beautiful. Next around, who wants to go next?
I'll go next. You know, I'm I'm Rabies. I spent a lot of my time at the local hospital digging through their extra trash supply that they have. You know, hospitals throw out quite a bit. I definitely don't have rabies, by the way, and I just needed a change of pace. You know, the hospital life was too mellow for me. And so now I want to try my hand at some street racing and maybe spread my not rabies.
And pronouns today?
Oh shoot. You can. I'll just stick with my regular he him for my characters.
He him for characters. Beautiful. Beautiful. Well, Sup, that just leaves you, buddy. How do we welcome your raccoon?
Yeah, he will be named Downy Charmer, and he's just a little raccoon trying to explore the world, find love, find charm, and trying to find electromagnets. Because for some reason, not because of some random reason, but because he was grown up near this old physics lab, he just picked up the habit of picking out magnets from trash, and he has a fascination for them. They make him feel all giddy and happy and stuff. So he's just out in the world looking for love and looking for magnets. And as he was just trying to chase after this one girl he had picked up an interest on, he suddenly stumbled upon a racing crew and has no idea how he got on board, but he is hankering for some driving.
Fantastic. Fantastic. So, between the three of you, we need a human rival. A human rival. What sort of characteristics do we think this human rival might have? I assume they are a street racer in the street racing scene.
I bet they don't like animals.
Maybe they're an animals tester or something from the hospital.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
There you
Ooh.
go.
Street
There you
races
go.
in their spare time. Love it. Love it. Great.
I
So,
hate it.
how do we get stats? We roll 4d4 and we assign them to alacrity, chutzpah, ferociousness, and rotundity. So, why don't we go around in the same order again? We seem to like going in order. So why don't we go around and assign our points? Tell us, what does your character look like, and how do their points reflect their things? V!
Okay, I already rolled this part because I was getting too excited before we started up. So I put rotundity, I got a 4. So Chonker is living up to his name. He is very round, and he probably has like those chubby looking fingers on top of it. He's basically that raccoon that you'll see in the memes who's got like the bowl on his tummy and just eating away. So that's rotundity. And then chutzpah, I also got another 4, so I put chutzpah in 4. And then alacrity, I gave him a 3. He can still kind of move, but in terms of ferociousness, I got a 2, and I can't see him being very ferocious because he probably looks too darn.
Still, those are
cute.
high rolls. Those are high rolls. That's cool.
Yeah, I lucked out.
And Sam, how have you distributed your 44?
I did not. So we'll see. Let's see. I got a 2, 3, a 1, and a 3. So I should have read this.
No, you don't need to
Ooh,
read.
I definitely. Yeah, no, I don't need to read. Yeah. So I'm definitely gonna put I'm gonna put a 3 into chutzpah and ferociousness. I'll put my 2 into alacrity and my 1 into rotundity.
Oh, so you're a lean and easily blown away raccoon. Love it. I love it. So Sup, I see you've rolled 4 lots of 44. We only need 1.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the first because for some at first I thought it was gonna be a 4d4 for each of them, but since it's not, Downey is gonna get a 3 in alacrity and chutzpah because he's just a tiny little mouse running about doing stuff, and he picked up a few tricks and tips from being raised around a science lab. So he kind of knows his way around with tricks and finding interesting stuff, digging around, all that. But he is not a fighter. He is not someone to take too much of a win. So if he will win out pretty quickly. So yeah, that's 1s for ferociousness and rotundity.
Okay. Cool. And we will use that. This will, as we play, these will determine the amount of dice you can roll for certain things. I should probably learn how to play this game, but I'll do that as we go. That's probably the best way. I think each of you start with 2 pieces of equipment, so please roll 2d20 and we'll see what you get.
2d20. Alright, let's get that.
Okay. So, V, what have you got? Okay.
Sorry, I'm laughing so I get a fake ID.
Use this to buy booze despite the fact you're 2 years old and a raccoon.
And then I also get a broom. I'm sorry, just the juxtaposition of this is cracking me up. All right, so a fake ID and a broom, that's my equipment.
Fantastic. Let's see, and Sarp, we've got, red...
Yeah.
Ooh. Please go ahead, read it out.
He's got a red paint, which I think he picked out from some bioluminescence experiment or something. It's a nifty thing. It can give us some speed, or we can just throw it out on other people's faces, or windscreens rather, because paint on faces is not a good thing. And some flame decal, no idea where that came from, probably some young and hot student just fooling around with things randomly in the trash, but cool. And that's what it literally is. Cool.
And Sam, your 2 things.
Oh, I got a very not redundant bandit mask, which I'm definitely wearing, by the way. Like, I'm already wearing this. I also got a banana.
Are you
because I
though?
get hungry.
Are you though? Are you though? Are you wearing the bandit mask?
Yeah, I'm wearing my bandit mask over my... Yeah, you can't tell. But you can tell. Like, because it's probably a little sloppy, so, like, it goes down a little bit at one point.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, so one of the first things about this game is there is no death. Okay, raccoons don't take serious damage or die ever. It's in the rules. If a raccoon fails in a dangerous action, they're in trouble and must be rescued or helped out by their friends. So if someone's in trouble, you must help them, according to the rules, which I totally did not ignore on Friday. Yep, we roll d6s to roll relevant stats. That'll all come along fine. So we're going to find your car. I think, since the three of you are raccoons, you are sort of beggars and choosers when it comes to cars. So I'm going to say that you find an old, run-down, rusted Firebird in an alleyway.
Oh, Firebird, it has a cool name at least.
Yeah, you've got some time to do things with your car. What would you all like to do? You can use your equipment, you can do other things. We've hit 10 retweets, so we're going to see who gets an extra piece of equipment. I've decided that's what we're doing for retweets. V, you find something else in the alleyway as well. Please roll me a 1d20. You also find a bandit mask.
You know what we have to do with our bandit masks, right? We gotta like each hang them off of the side view mirrors. Like the
funny.
mirrors on the side.
Yeah, because I was gonna say Chonka was gonna try and put it around his waist.
Oh no.
I know you said waist, but I immediately thought chest when you said that. Like,
No, like a little cummerbund.
We could try tying them together and then see if you can get it around.
No, he'll like the idea and like start putting it on top of one of the side mirrors, realizing maybe it won't fit around his waist.
It'll be like our little like flags that go.
Yes, I love it.
Or like the streamers, like, you know, on like little kids' bike handles, the little streamers.
They'll like flap in the wind.
fantastic,
man.
fantastic. So, is there anything that you all would like to do to your cars?
Chonker's gonna take his broom and he's gonna start sweeping out the debris in the front seat to make sure we can all get in there comfortably. Because I feel like a rusty old Firebird probably has some memories collecting in it.
Downey is gonna take out his red paint and take a little bit from it, and just gonna scribble around some figures he had seen where he had grown up. No idea what it means, but some cool stuff, you know, this reverse triangle thing, this thing that's looking like an E, those weird symbols. He just throws them around as he tries to remember them. Just some cool decals.
Just cool decals. Love it. Oh my god, I've actually found a Pontiac instead of a Firebird, but it looks great because of the red paint splashing. We'll be using that as a background shortly. Anything else that you all would like to do? Chonka has found a cat. That's canon now.
I mean, that's not hard for me. I mean, we can have a little mascot.
Yes. I would like to pet the kitty.
Who don't like to pet the kitty?
Pet the kitty cat.
He's the best.
I mean, I'm sure we were like all like really planning on doing stuff to this car, and then we all got distracted by the little kitty cat. Yeah, and then we're like, oh my god, pet the kitty!
Hunger's gonna be like, and I'm gonna love him and hug it and squeeze it to pieces. And name it George. She'll name it George. The kitty's named George.
Oh, that's cute.
George, the kitty mascot, joins your team. Fantastic.
There we go.
Perhaps the kitty is in fact a kitten and believes it is to a raccoon.
You're one of the family now, George.
Oh my god, I love this game already. we got a kitten named George. Probably Chonker's gonna be showing George how to like raid the garbage cans. Like knock one over and like sort through, and he'll be saying like, this is okay to eat, but that's not okay, and you don't eat the plastic covered stuff.
These should really be in recycling.
Yes. Just because he's a heckin' Chonker doesn't mean he doesn't care for the environment.
Oh man. I think at some point we should check to see if there's gas in the car, though.
That probably would be good.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah, probably make sure we have... And keys. We have keys, right?
Yeah, since they were the keys to the car. Yeah, because we might want to be able to like turn this thing on now that we've decorated it.
Yeah. That would be good.
How are you checking all this stuff?
Well, can we first look around for the keys to the car? Because it'll be easier to check the gas if we have the keys, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you like to check quickly, or would you like to... I think it's more of like carrying off schemes, checking around for things, isn't it? I think it's going to be a Schutzpah roll.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So, here's how we roll. You roll a number of d6s equal to the number that you have in stats. So if you have a 1, you roll 1d6. If you have a 2, you roll 2d6. And what we are looking for is 4 and above for successes.
So we all roll?
Anyone can roll for this. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, that's an idea.
Too.
I'm so glad that I initially rolled so many 4s for my stat.
Right?
You said D6, right?
Yeah.
Or
D6s, yep.
Alright.
That's right. So we've got 2 successes from Saab. We've got 1 from Rabies, and we've got 3 successes from Chonker. So Chonker, you've been raiding dumpsters for a while now, and a car really is just a dumpster with wheels, right?
Yeah, I have a feeling probably it was George who found them because they were like shiny and jingly and started playing with them.
Hanging from the screen visor, yeah.
Yeah, probably something like the kitten just started playing with it, like, oh, that's what we need.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Downy Charmer, you will see, you will find that there is enough petrol in the car. But how do you check this?
He's just kind of trying to look around the car, looking at the bottom, trying to investigate the mechanisms, and he doesn't remember much about his childhood, but he's tinkered with his fair share of junk electronics, so mechanics. He's trying to take things apart without completely breaking them, looking around, trying to find and feel the petrol tank, that kind of thing.
Yeah, okay, yeah, and you can tell there is indeed somehow petrol in this abandoned old car. It's full of petrol.
Yay! We got petrol. We can move around this thing. That's a good thing, right?
Is it edible?
I wouldn't bet on it.
Okay.
Maybe you can try it.
Nah, it doesn't smell so good.
Oh no, it smells great. It just tastes terrible. It sticks everywhere. You don't want it to stick everywhere. I once had petrol stick everywhere on my body, and it took me 3 days to clean all off.
Chonker will pick up George and like step away from where the petrol is. Like, maybe no.
That's good.
Maybe we should.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so are we all happy with the actions that we have taken before the race? Does anyone want to do anything else?
Wait, can I check the trunk of the car?
Yeah, of course you can.
Okay. Is that another Schutzpah?
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
And I feel it's a good idea to check the wheels, so that's what Danny does. He just gives a check at the wheels.
Yep.
I reckon that's a Schutzpah as well.
I reckon so, yeah.
Alright.
With one success, Rabies, you find a roll of duct tape, a tire iron, and a black bag, which is empty, in the boot. Sorry, the trunk. American language.
Sorry. Yeah, the boot. Oh, and then an empty bag. Did you say the bag was black? Or did I just, like,
It's black.
mishear that?
It's black, yeah. It's just
Okay.
a plain black
That's-
bag, no label.
Okay. Is it like a duffel bag or like a bag? I'm sorry. I'll shut up.
I mean,
How many pockets does it have?
right? Does it zip or is it like, snap closure?
Okay, it's like a holdall. 2 end pockets, 1 big main compartment.
Okay, so like a duffel bag.
Yeah,
that
sure.
Right? Like your sports duffel. Okay, never mind. Okay, yep.
I mean, I only know about like
Cool.
sailing bags is what I think of when I hear duffel bag. But anyway, and Danny Chalmer checking the wheels. The wheels seem in surprisingly good condition. They are black with white paint around them. It's almost as though this is like a rat modified racing car just waiting for you in this alleyway. Who would abandon this?
This looks good. I like this car. I like this car a lot. This will go fast. This will go well.
Gotta
I have
go.
a feeling Chonker found like a candy bar in the back.
Even if there wasn't one, he found one.
I love that personally. Yeah, sure.
Just found a candy bar shoved in the back cushion.
Well, it's getting dark. Somehow, you street racing pandas, Crash Pandas, know that the race will be starting soon and that you have to get to a location to participate.
Let's go down to Ventura Boulevard. I think they do street racing there.
Okay.
Alright,
I have
let's
no
give this a
idea.
roll.
Who's driving?
Ah, well, this is the thing about driving. We're not going to do the mechanics yet, but I'll explain them to you now. When
Okay.
we drive, everyone in the car does one thing. We reveal what we are going to do all at the same time. So, what you do when we do rolls is everyone holds up their hands like this. We do a 3, 2, 1, and then you hold up a number of fingers between 1 and 6. On a 1, you brake. On a 2, you turn left. On a 3, you turn right. On a 4, you use an item, do something with one of your pieces of equipment. On a 5, you accelerate. And on a 6, you do another action, whatever that might be. We do these all at the same time, so if one person turns left and another person turns right, the car does nothing, for example.
Oh my god.
Great. I feel like this is a drinking game. I swear this is a drinking game. Like,
Definitely inspired by that idea.
However, for getting to the race, we won't do that because we may never get there. We'll just say that between you, you figure out the rough basics of getting the car moving, and you can indeed pull up to the race. When you get there, you can see all of the other cars lined up around you. There is another car with a that's the wrong one. There is another car there with like fire motif on it. It's an old rat rod. It looks like an old 1940s Mustang maybe that's been rat modified, Hemi engine, beautiful piece of equipment. There's a camper van there, a Volkswagen camper van, which is pink and driven by a large man with a goatee, bald with a goatee. Only wears like a wrestling outfit, you know. That's
Okay.
the rat rod is of course driven by a gangster. We'll say looks Italian, long hair, a lady in a suit. There's also the Speedwagon, which is essentially a family wagon. You know, the long bed wagons. In the UK, we would refer to those as I've forgotten the name, Volvo, like sort of style wagon. You know, Volvo. You got Volvo.
Station wagon.
Station wagon. There you go. We've got a station wagon. I'll change that to station. Yeah, speed wagon, station wagon, same thing. It's been slightly modified. Yeah.
Yeah, speed wagon works.
That works, yeah.
As you pull up to the starting line, you also see your rival pull up next to you in his Porsche 911 with I support animal testing on the back window and fluffy dice hanging from the mirror.
And Downey is just going around. He for a moment out of the car, running about. Hey, you got a cool car. Hey, you got a good car too. Hey, this looks beautiful. Hey, can I look at your car later on? Hey, this is great. And he goes to the the rival drives the Porsche. Hey, you got a good car too. Hey, I support animal testing. You're a biologist? Biologists, they're pesky. They don't know dead stuff around the lab. Oh, you're pesky. I don't want to test your car. It's gonna break down and burn out on me. He just runs back to the car and hops on.
Well, now, we have 2 rounds before the race starts where you can do things. Of course, now the rules of street racing are that you're not allowed to modify or interfere with anyone else's car. You know, you can't do anything underhand or anything like that. But you're raccoons. What do you know about rules? So we have 2 rounds before the race where you may do whatever you like.
So the I support animal testing, was that a bumper sticker?
It was worse. It's a screen vinyl.
Is it accessible from the outside or no?
It's accessible from the outside.
Chonker would go over and peel it off so it just says I support animals and take the rest of it. Or at least try to.
Sure. Would you think this would be ferocity or chutzpah?
Oh, probably chutzpah. All right, so that's roll the D6 count, right?
That's right. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, all threes, no successes. You know when like you're trying to peel a price sticker off of a 1990s game and it's just not coming off, and it's like,
yeah, those.
Before they learn easy peel, and
Yeah.
that's what you got.
Aw.
It just doesn't come away. It still says I support animal testing. Maybe you get the G off, so it still says testing. Let's see. Who else would like to do things? We have 2 rounds.
I'm just gonna spit in the general direction of Mr. Animal Tester.
Okay, well, you're the most honest raccoons I've seen in a street race to date. Admittedly, I've only played once, and I was one of the raccoons, so I can't really talk. Just spitting. Well, I think that's a free action. I think you can spit for free, unless you have something that you want to do with the spit.
Make like a llama.
Then I wanted to eat my banana.
Okay, yeah, you can eat your banana. That's nice full belly. You are wasting away as a raccoon.
Yeah, right.
So eating a banana, that should get you through the race.
Oh wait, I have stuff. Okay. I'm good. I'll wait for the next round.
Wait for next round? Okay, how about Downey Charmer? What would Downey like to do?
Downey is just fascinated with their car, so he's just still looking around, finding cakes and finding anything worth fixing, anything worth looking into. So, running about around the car super fast. He's just super excitable that day.
Okay.
So, yeah,
just looking around.
Yeah,
guys,
nothing against the other rivals.
You're so sweet, all of you. Well, round 2 then. Is there anything else that Chonka would like to do?
I think Chonker's still upset about this little phrase on the back of the one car. He hasn't been detected yet, has he?
No. Yeah, you've just been peeling away this car. Maybe the guy does come around. What's your rival's name?
Someone put in the chat Vin Weasel, which I think is hysterical.
Vin Weasel. Yep, Vin Weasel. Vin Weasel walks around the car and he's like, "Hey, get away from there! Come on, get away! Get away!"
Chonker's just gonna kind of like waddle away, like looking over his shoulder.
Sure, that won't cost you an action. Is there anything you'd like to do with your second round?
Probably try and like move the seat up a little bit closer so it'd be easier for us to reach the steering wheel and the pedals and stuff, I'm thinking.
You guys are so cute. How about Rabies? Is there anything that Rabies would like to do?
Yeah, I want to put my banana peel from my now eaten banana, oh my god, under the back passenger side of the wheel. Just want to put it right in front. Like, I want to like tuck it under so you can't really see it very well.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Under your rival's car, the Porsche.
Yes, please.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you can totally do that. And how about Downey? Is there anything else that Downey would like to do before we start the race? You can see the race attendant walking over with a flare, getting ready to start the race.
Yeah, I think he's just gonna like secure the kind of paint he has so that it doesn't fly around as they race and it's ready to use in case they need it. Because he had heard once ages ago that paint apparently has some this chemical in it that burns well, and he tests stuff out. Maybe it burns in the fuel tank. Maybe it goes a bit faster. Maybe the car burns down. Either way, easier to have fun. So he'll just experiment with stuff, but he just puts it away in a safe place and looks around one final time, steadies himself for starting.
Of course. Well, fantastic. We're all ready for the race. The race attendant walks over. This guy, sort of I've got it in my head. I've forgotten the guy's name now from UFC. The old referee. I've forgotten his name. John something. As he looks around. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yay, we are!
3, 2, 1, and drops the flare. And for the first round, can we all please hold up our hands? Remind yourselves what we want to do. 1 brake, 2 left, 3 right, 4 use an item, and 5 accelerate, 6 do something else. And we will be 1, 2, 3, then go. So 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, so 3 raccoons pile onto the accelerator. You can in fact stack accelerator things. So if you look in Roll20, just for us a fitter of the mind, so you can keep position of where the race is, I'm going to put your Firebird 3 places up as you accelerate fast. Everyone else moves forward 1 position, but the Porsche with the banana peel under the wheels just like does a bit of a burnout before moving.
Nice.
You're welcome, everybody.
Yes.
Just putting that out there.
Stays on the spot. You're ahead of the group, easily ahead of the group. However, this is a street race in LA and not on one of the main boulevards. This is in the alleys. So ahead of you, you can see a T junction, and there is like there's a sign pointing right. What would everyone like to do as we go into our next round of movement? 1.
Oh, sorry.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Are we all ready, V?
Oh, yeah, sorry. I was looking at the rules again.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay. Okay, that's good. That's good. So Rabies stays on the accelerator, and Chonker and Downey start hammering the car right. You turn the car 30 degrees each, which means you can clear this corner and get around easy, going straight ahead. The rest of the group also speed up with you. Let me just refresh my memory on the rules. Let's see. Each dice that shows the 1. Ah, so I'm not actually quite doing it right. Hang on. So that's +1 speed. Okay. So, what we do before we move between turns, I'm just going to set them back, is we roll the number of dice equal to our speed. So because 4 of you have hit speed, actually I'm going to take us all back to the start line just for a second, or at least just one forward. One of you will roll me a speed roll. Now with 4 dice, that's 4d6. Ones damage your car, successes improve your position.
4d6, shall I go ahead with it?
Sure.
Yeah, you don't want me to roll.
Oh boy. That's reckless.
So,
dear.
your car moves forward, but you hear a loud clunk from the rear as you do. What happens is the camper van has careened into you. The camper van has knocked the back of your car, trying to swing you round as you go around the corner. They haven't turned nearly as fast as you. They're turning circles a lot tighter. So they've just chonked into you.
Too close!
However, you do... hang on, what happens to the dice after that? Do you keep hold of them? Streak ahead of rivals. I assume you want to streak ahead of rivals. With your speed, you have a speed of 1. You can streak ahead of rivals, run chumps off the road if you've made contact with them, do cool tricks like jumps and skids, find or create a better route through the streets of Los Angeles.
Oh, jeez.
If your car takes 10 damage, it stops and can't start again until you fix it or find some other means of winning the race. And you've taken 3 damage so far.
I was gonna say, we already have 3 damage.
Yeah, not cool. What do we do? We're ahead. I think the only option we have is to just try and push more ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we could always just, like, keep going.
Yeah. No, I think that's the best option.
Okay, so
have we cleared the corner now?
you're sort of like mid-corner. We're like we've taken a freeze frame. Like if this was Burnout and we were doing a crash flashback, it'd be hovering on you going around the corner. We're pretty much at point of contact. That's where we've paused. So can everyone please get ready to tell me what you're going to do again as we go into the next round. 1, 2, 3, go! Okay, so we've got 2 extra dice on the speed pool, and Chonker is doing something else. Chonker is using an item. So we're gonna go. We start with the lowest of the rolls. So Chonker, what item would you like to use?
I'm gonna use my broom, and as we're turning, hang out the window and try and shove my broom into the wheels of the car that just smashed into us.
Okay, this seems like a ferocity roll to me.
Okay. So that's 2d6 then. Hey, roll, come on. There we go.
Okay, on 1 success, the camper van will take 1 harm as you push the broom into the wheels. However, having pushed a wooden rod into wheels, we know that this breaks and will try and pull you from the car. So please can you use your rotundity to stay in the car.
Well, it is Chonker.
It is Chonker.
There we go.
2 successes, no critical fails, so Chonker can stay in the car. But I think 2 successes isn't enough to keep hold of the broom, though. I have a feeling that would have to be a 3. So the broom.
I had no plans on keeping the broom. It was kind of like one of those shoves and tees.
Shove and run, shove and run. So the camper van takes 1 damage. Now, Rabies and Downey, that is another 2 plus 1s to the speed. So we have 6 speed dice now. I think since Downey rolled it last time, this time it's only fair that it should be Rabies that rolls it.
We don't want Sam rolling anything.
Hey, no, that's okay. That's 3 successes, so you have 3 speed to do things with.
Okay.
You spend successes as a group, so you can confer what you do.
Yeah. I just have to switch back between all the tabs.
Right? Toggle.
So we can spend. We have three things to do, right? You said.
Mm-hmm. Free points to spend.
Okay. I think one should definitely be streak ahead.
Mm-hmm.
If you can, yeah.
Streak
No,
ahead,
we
yeah.
had a good speed, and I don't think we want to lose all control.
Yeah.
Oh, we definitely do.
As much as we can.
I thought that this was in tip-top shape. That our car is perfect. We should be able to just go straight ahead.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we could always create a better route. Like,
That's what I was thinking. Like, see if there's like a different, more
Yeah.
direct.
yeah.
A path where cars won't just crash into our behind, I guess. But,
Yeah, or at least like somewhere like we could create like if you're driving down an alley or something, and then you could like Mario, you could throw stuff behind you so that if cars do try to come up behind you, they'll like bad things will happen.
Well, you can use speed
Yes.
to run people off the road if you are in contact with them, and the camper van,
Yeah.
I think, is before you streak ahead, is in contact with you. So
Oh, so should we do that first? Like run the camper van
There you
off
go.
the road?
Yeah. Yeah.
If
And
you
then
can do that safely, yeah, that's an idea.
yeah, and then what do we like? What's the next thing we would want to do? Wait, do we have to give them to you like in order, or can we like do them as we go? Like, can we tell you as we go along?
yeah, you can tell me as we go along. So you run
Oh,
the
okay.
camper van tighter into the corner, right?
Yeah.
And they're going to end up in front of the rat rods, blocking their path. So they're now tied up behind you.
Nice.
They're not that far back though. So that's what happens to them. Then you'd like to streak ahead, am I right?
Yeah, do we want to create a path first, or do we want to streak ahead first?
I
I
think
have
if we streak ahead first, we might find the path.
There you go. Yeah, let's do
I
that.
have a feeling we don't approach another corner now, so we could just streak ahead while we have the chance, and then when the road isn't so straight anymore,
Okay.
we can forget about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So you streak ahead once. That gives you plus. You can go ahead, and then we're just gonna. The other speed will just be. The other one will just be lost essentially, I guess. Unless you want to use it to go. Can we use two to streak ahead? Why not? Yeah, let's streak you ahead too. Why not?
Okay.
Sorry that I rolled so many successes, guys. I know
It's
it's kind of
okay.
a burden.
Yeah, it's tough.
There's troubles
Yeah.
all around. You should have rolled
Yeah.
all the ones like me. That's a
Okay. There is a loud sound of sirens. You see blue flashing lights coming out of an alleyway up ahead. There's a police car that enters the race a little way ahead of you.
what's that?
It's like 3 or 4 streaks ahead. Please bear that in mind as we go into the next round.
Oh boy.
Wait, I have a question, Scratch.
Sure.
We're going on your chart. We're going down, right? So if I went to the right, it would be. If I said I wanted to go to the right, it would be left on the screen, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Yes.
Thank you.
Wait,
Oh,
I have no
boy.
idea what to do.
Well, you have to make a decision. Just throw up a number if you want. 1, 2, 3, go. Everyone piling on the gas. That is now 9 speed.
We're going too fast.
I have a
Chunk,
feeling Chonker was elastic on top of everyone else and just the sheer weight.
yeah, you hear the engine start doing the over rev thing. Chunker, we have 9 speed dice. Please roll me 96 as the last person to roll a speed.
Okay. Oh god.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
This has me nervous.
Everything could go so
Oh boy. What happens now?
You roll 96 and we see what happens to the car.
I did.
Oh,
Did it show up?
Wait,
come on.
Did
roll
it not show?
Not yet.
honestly,
Can we do it again?
66, which
I mean, or you could also just like tell us what you rolled.
Yeah,
Or
of course.
if
Yeah,
you want
sure.
we
to
trust you.
Try it
Yeah.
again. I'll do it one more time. There we go. Did that show this time? Ah.
Not
Nope.
seeing it.
No, hold on. It crashed on me. That's why.
Ah.
fun.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I love Roll20.
hmm Oh, there we go.
There we go. So straight away,
Okay.
the car takes 2 damage. So your car is now halfway to broken. So there's a little bit of smoke. Not smoke, just like steam coming out of the front, you know?
Okay.
But also there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes. So you have 6 speed to use.
Oh, jeez. Okay. So we gotta use these up then. Well, obviously we
think
want
this
to.
This is the time where we should create a new path.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hell yes.
Definitely.
Like a path away from the police.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Just to the left of this back alley, you can see one of those car loaders, an empty car loader, with the ramp down on the ground. It leads up to what looks like the second floor of a multi-story car park.
So we could find new route and then do a cool trick.
Yeah. Yeah, like a cool
Like,
jump when we.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've played racing video games enough to know that this will work very well.
Hell yes.
Do
Hell
we need to throw an accelerate in there somewhere between the two?
Okay,
Actually, I think we should just stay at steady speed. We're going fast enough. I don't want
Okay.
We're definitely
Alright.
going fast enough.
Okay. So that's 2 of them used, and we have 6.
yeah, you got tons.
Oh my gosh.
to.
How do we know if we did the launch thing right?
Well, you can do it to do cool tricks. So you can create the new route, which is this over here in the car park. Your cool trick is the slow-mo as the Firebird is streaking through the air, through the gap in the between the raised barrier and the ceiling on the second-story car park. You land. Fortunately, the space was empty where you land, and it leads onto a long straight in this car park. And you can see the blues and twos down on the right below you, if one of you stands up to the window and has a look. And the rest of the racers are keeping pace.
So probably streak ahead at this point?
Yeah,
Is
we
it-
definitely want to streak ahead.
Okay, so that's 3 used. Now we got 3 left.
Does this car have a dashboard? Like we can. I'm assuming it's not an electronic one, but at least can we check the heat and gas of the car?
Yeah, you can totally do that. So I think checking your car's meters will require a chutzpah roll.
Okay.
Only took me 5 times, but I think I can pronounce that word properly now.
Oh, I just blamed the fact that like I'm a silly American who can't pronounce anything.
I'm gonna say just move to New Jersey. You'll know what chutzpah is before you even have to speak the language.
So with 1 success, Downey comes and looks at the dials. There aren't many dials. There's just 1 dial which says speed, where the needle is just bouncing, and another dial which just says health, and the needle is exactly halfway.
It's not looking too hot. Are these too fast? Are we too fast? Okay, that's okay. You're fine, Downey. You're a charmer. You'll survive.
All right, so if we're moving ahead, what's happening around us? Is anyone near us now, or?
Well, no one's near
Where?
you now. You're in a car park. There's lots of parked cars around. And it's one of those car parks where ahead you can see there's like an incremented turn just going left away from the main street.
Okay, so probably we're gonna have to make sure we turn.
Yeah.
Can we drift through the car park?
That would be a cool trick, yeah.
Cool trick, and we still have. Okay, so we're gonna drift to the car park.
Yep, you can start drifting.
Okay. I have a feeling Chonker's the one on the wheel. Just to keep him wait.
Yeah. I feel Downey will try to help him as well,
Okay.
as much as he can, because he's not nowhere near as strong. But I mean,
And then, okay, so we're drifting through the car park. Are we out of the car park yet, or no?
Not yet. That'll be on the next turn. So you still have free speed you can use on this turn if you'd like to.
We're drifting through the car park. What else can we do here? There's no find or create a better route if we're stuck in the car park.
Yeah, probably.
We could do another cool trick.
What else are we gonna do then? Right now we're drifting.
Yeah, do like a cool like. Are we like actually drifting?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Do like, I don't know, some cool like tail thing. I don't know. You think I know anything about racing?
I have no idea.
Like, I feel like we could do something with our back thing, just
Like
for like
fishtail?
kicks and giggles. Yeah, fishtail. There we go.
Okay.
We'll, like, make it purposeful.
Sure.
In the meanwhile, the first impact we took was from the behind, right? So, Downey will go to the back and see what he can see about the bent metal, and try to see, since probably the back is almost ripped open, he will try to see if there's a gas leak.
Oh, do we not have to?
Car?
Do we not have to wait till our next turn to do stuff like that?
We will have to wait till next turn. Yeah. For the
Oh,
moment,
okay.
we're just spending them speed on cool shit or going faster.
Oh, alright. Alright.
I mean, the way I count, you still got 3 left, right? So if you want to, you can streak another 3 ahead.
I think it's 2
2
that we
left?
have left.
We wasted one on doing our cool fishtail.
Fishtail. So we'll streak ahead.
Yeah, let's just streak ahead.
Alright.
Okay, 2 streaks ahead.
Yeah.
2 streaks ahead. To keep it manageable, I'm just going to move everyone else back. So you can see the blues and 2s now outside of just below you. You can also see, as you approach the corner, which turns slightly left, you can see there is a break in the barrier ahead of you.
Ooh.
Do with that what you
Okay.
will. Ready for the next turn. 1, 2, 3, go.
Oh,
Okay, so one of you hits the brake, the other one hits the accelerator, which is perfect because this has a split differential, so that just means your fishtail gets bigger, but your speed doesn't change. However,
oh god.
Rabies is turning right.
No, 4 is use item.
4 is use item, that's
Okay.
correct, yeah, so what
Oh,
item
no.
will you be using?
I want to use my roll of duct tape. And can I go to like where the camper van hit us? And can I just like try to duct tape it up?
Yeah, that's exactly what duct tape's for. You can add 1 health
Yeah.
to your car, so your car is it just 1? Hang on, let's have a look at the it's an item, right?
It doesn't.
You gave this to me. Oh, there it
Repairs
is.
cars or anything else you can take together. Okay, so we'll do this on a roll, of course. I've got a feeling that fixing
Oh,
a
boy.
car is chutzpah.
Okay. Good thing I have so many 4s. I don't have any, by the way.
You fix the car by 1 point.
Ooh.
Oh, look at that! I'm so good.
You are. Oh, you are.
So
So-
the 1 breaks, the 2 accelerates, so we still have 9 dice. It didn't go up or down. So I think if we could just carry on going round this time, Downey, could you? No, wait, Downey hit the brake. So who hit the gas? It was Chonka, right? So Chonka, can you
Yeah.
please roll me another speed roll?
Okay. All right, so that's 9 d4, d6 this time, or again.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, jeez.
Well,
Oh, that's. Yeah.
I'm so glad I wasted my roll of duct tape.
thank you very much for the 1,000 biddies, Kentucky Hawkeye. One of you is going to get a new piece of equipment. I've added a donation tier to this, by the way. Donations currently give you more of the equipment stuff. If anyone donates £20, I'm going to treat this like split second and start exploding buildings and stuff on you whilst you're driving.
Great.
Shit.
So Chonker, it's you again. Chonker, please roll me a 1d20.
Okay. All right. So 1d20. Do-do-do. I got a 3. So what do I get for that?
In the glove box,
Oh, no.
you find a fake beard and glasses.
Okay, and with my fake ID, that's perfect.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can you use that with your fake ID to like?
Yes.
And be like,
He's totally putting the fake. He'll put the fake beard on himself, and he's gonna put the glasses on George.
I really hope that like the fake ID was like a female ID.
That
as
would be hysterical.
you have like a beard and you're like, hello,
Hello,
good
sir.
here's my ID.
At least if the cops come around, you can trick them.
Yes. Oh boy. Okay, wait, so
Good.
do we need to resolve our successes now?
Yeah, so we've got another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes. It would seem that V is your best speed roller so far. So you have another
I mean,
6.
she's also had the most dice.
6 successes. You haven't turned, so at the moment you're careening sort of straight for that gap in the barrier, not going for the left turn at the moment. Yeah. What would you like to do with your speed?
Probably a cool turn to go where we need to.
No, we should go through the gap in the barrier.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
We can,
sounds good.
I mean, if anything, we can create
there you go. Okay,
a
so
route
yeah,
using the gap.
so yeah, create the route going to the gap.
Create the route going through the gap. Yeah. Okay. So as you breach this gap, you can see it actually lands on top of a petrol station or garage, I suppose you guys call them, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
Something like that.
Gas station.
Gas station.
gas
Yeah. You know the big flat roofs that you have above it, like
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
lands on one of. You're gonna. Looks like you're gonna land on one of those.
All right,
Ooh,
cool.
we should do like a 360 or something. Some
Alright, so
cool
another
trick.
Cool move. So another cool trick. So we'll do like a fun little donut on top,
Yeah.
and then probably accelerate, like streak ahead of rivals in the right direction. Okay.
Yes.
So we have 3 left.
Ha! Mad
Right.
Rogue, thank you so much for the split-second style intervention. If anyone is unfamiliar with Split Second, it was a game developed by Disney. Disney have created a race game where you could explode the environment to challenge your rivals.
Oh no.
And we've just got a £20 donation while you're on top of a petrol station.
Oh no.
yes. Oh yes.
Oh,
We will
dear.
bring that into
Thank you
play
very much.
when you finish your turn.
Okay, so can we do a cool trick off the top of the thing?
You bet you can do a cool trick off the thing. How does it look?
I think we should do a wheelie and jump off and land on a wheelie down there.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would really like to see a car do a wheelie though.
Like on the 2 wheels.
Yeah, but like how do you? I guess you can brake real quickly.
Well, if you've
Well,
got enough torque in the back wheels, you can do anything.
Well, yeah, no, that's what. But how do you get? No, okay,
Whilst
sorry.
moving, I'll send you
I
one of my
think
favorite
I've
videos
seen
later.
it happen, like, not in real life, of course, but yeah.
In
Yeah.
the movies. Can totally happen
Yeah,
if
of
it happens
course.
in the movie.
When we investigated the car earlier, it did not have a back bar for wheelies. So as you wheelie, you can feel the bumper come straight off the car, which I think will be the one damage that occurs this round. Thank you for
There we
gifting me that.
Okay. Alright, so then we still have 2 left, so accelerate, I'm guessing?
Yeah, let's just accelerate. Let's
Yeah.
accelerate twice.
Twice.
It'll be totally fine. Right?
Why not?
So it seems like you are streaking ahead of the crew. However, these
Of course.
other racers, they don't always just move one. They also have some special moves. The Porsche 911 starts really pushing up. The police car starts really pushing up too. The Speedwagon stays at the back for the time being. The Rat Rod also. The camper van seems to be falling further and further behind, but if you can see that far, if any of you have got like binoculars or hands that you can use as binoculars, you can see the muscly wrestler dude moving towards the back of the van. He's not currently in the driving seat.
is he doing? Oh, he's gonna crash. He's gonna burn. Oh my god.
As you land on top of the roof and do a wheelie, there is a ton of sparks that come from the back of your car. The sparks shower the petrol station in small pieces, and soon there is a little fire, and as you are coming towards the edge of the thing, there is going to be a mass explosion. And that's where we're going to start the next turn. Everyone, please tell me what you're doing.
For this. It's so reminiscent of Need for Speed Most Wanted. where you
Oh my
can
god,
run
this is
to
funny.
stations and blow them up. Yes. I love this. Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, so we've resolved the first one. We've got the brake accelerate thing going on again. So the car once again, you slip the diff and like the car starts spinning up again, which I suppose would pull you out of the wheelie, which would be fun. Chonka with a 4. What are you doing?
Chonker's gonna look at Downey and be like, can I borrow your paint?
What do you want to do with it?
Set something on fire? Because Chonker's thinking take the paint can and like have it kind of like go across the road about, like toss it and hope it kind of like creates a wall of fire.
Not a burning ring of fire.
No, a wall of fire.
So how close are the other guys to this fire? Like, is Porsche any close?
The Porsche is a way back, but it looks like they're going to have to find another route. The police car was very close to you, and I think the police car might get blown all the way across the street into the buildings on the other side, and the police car is wrecked. You hear the, you know, the woo, 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 of the police car just... However, we haven't seen how this has affected you yet.
Yeah, it's quite far away. I mean, I don't know. Can fires reach us? Fires can reach us. I don't want that to happen. We should just go. I mean, if you really want, just go take it. But I don't want to burn up. That doesn't sound good.
All right, Chonker won't do it if Downey's not saying yes to it, just because Chonker, he doesn't like to get into like, you know, altercations of any type whatsoever.
I mean, you will be fine, but it's just that, like, if it does catch on fire too close to us.
Do it! Do it! Do it!
I kind of want to see what happens.
Like, Rabies is down, like, pushing on the like, accelerator, and just sees one hand on the accelerator and, like, all his body weight and going, do it!
Fine. I want to see fire too. Take it, do it, whatever.
Okay, so yeah, Chonker's gonna take the paint can and try and get it to go across the road to catch fire.
Of course you are. Of course you are. This is a perfect plan. What can go wrong, right?
Nothing, absolutely nothing.
Okay, so you're chucking it. Where exactly are you chucking it again? Sorry.
Kind of so it's like it'll like fling it out the window, so it sort of creates a splatter that'll start from where the explosion has started. So hopefully, like the paint kind of ignites along the way.
Yeah.
I'm sure the physics to this are not at all sound, but it sounds pretty cool.
This is what we're going to call Fantasics. And Fantasics work pretty much the way you want them to. So as you throw this paint, the trail of paint starts catching as this fireball erupts from the petrol station. You can see people screaming and running from the town, but they're people, they're not raccoons, so they're not important. It's probably fine. The paint can, I guess, will land directly in the Porsche's path. Is that where you want it to land, as the fire is streaking along it?
Yeah.
Okay. Sam, can you please roll me 96 for your speed roll?
Oh, I absolutely can roll you 96 for my speed roll.
Only one. People, gift me some rerolls now, please. Let's see. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 successes, and I'm going to say in this round, because of the donation and the petrol station exploding, at least 2 of them are going to be streaking ahead as the blast from the petrol station is going to blow you forward. I'm also, due to the donation, going to double the damage of this roll and give you 2 harm instead of 1.
Oh boy.
What would you like to do with the other 2 speed?
We should definitely just full speed ahead with the other 2.
Mhm. Yeah. Yep. Agreed. Just keep going. Like, go, go, go.
Yep.
Okay.
This will be great.
So
What could possibly happen?
we are speeding ahead. Speeding ahead. So far ahead now. I'm almost losing. I'm gonna have to zoom out a little bit. You guys are getting so far ahead. Massively ahead. But the Porsche, you can see blue flames coming out of the back as it starts really moving up the field, almost matching speed with you. However, directly in its path is a paint canister. And as it speeds towards the paint canister, it has to rapidly turn to avoid a minor explosion and actually ends up a little worse off than it otherwise would have been.
Yes!
Speedwagon is gradually increasing speed. It's one of them slow acceleration, high. Yeah.
Getting on that.
The rat rod. They've pulled out a Tommy gun and they're leaning out the window and firing at the Speedwagon. The Speedwagon is taking some damage from that, but the rat rod doesn't get any faster. The camper van, still no sign of our big wrestler. They're doing something. Who knows? Maybe in a minute, Scrap might think about it. So that brings us, I guess, to the next turn. Damage from the thing. I think the Speedwagon being as far over that side of the course as they are is going to take more and more damage. So this turn, the Speedwagon is going to take a total of 5 damage as they drive through this ball of fire whilst being fired on from the rat rod. If you want to name these characters, by the way, the female gangster fire things, you may. For now, I'm just going to call her, I don't know, Legs or something.
Can we call it Pinstripe?
Pinstripe.
Can we call it Pinstripe in honor of one of my favorite video game characters?
Certainly, her name is Pinstripe. Pinstripe is letting loose on the Speedwagon, so they're concentrating on speed and not concentrating on anything else. They're just taking tons of damage. Your own damage meter, by the way, is now just sitting outside of the red region.
Oops.
And we're not even like halfway into the race yet. Fantastic. So as we carry on,
We got this.
setting the scene, you're now back on the street. The street opens out into some, I don't know, American geography, so sue me. It opens out onto some more open plains. Maybe there's an airport nearby. You can see an airport nearby and a large radio control tower on the other side of the road.
Alright, so we're by LAX.
That's
LAX.
exactly what I was about to say, and this is where you don't want to be.
I was gonna say, that's like...
The worst place to be
is near
is
LAX.
Yeah.
Alright. This time?
I don't want this car to break down, and I don't want us to break down as well. Can we repair it? Oh my god, we need to brake. You guys don't want to brake. You guys are just jumping down on that acceleration pedal. Oh.
1,
Stop crashing.
2,
Oh,
3, go! Is that a 5 or a 6?
With me, it's a 6.
It was a 6. Okay,
sorry,
so
6
we do
was
the
the
highest
action,
number
right?
last. Did both of you do a 5? So we've
Yeah,
added another
You bet we did.
another 2 speed dice. So you can now you can now potentially wipe out a perfectly healthy car in one roll. This is great. This is perfect.
Yes.
Let's let's see. Downey, what would you like to do instead of speed?
He is just so frantic. Actually, he's gonna do probably the worst idea he has, and he's gonna go off the side window, get to the front of the car, open the trunk, and try to see if he can prepare anything. while they're going at like 120 miles per hour or something.
Now, do we think that this is a daredevil ferocity? Do we think you're trying to hold on to the car whilst you do this with your rotundity? Or are you a scheming, planning chutzpah? I'll let you choose which one you can roll for this, but it has to affect your description.
Actually, if you don't mind me suggesting, I was thinking, like, this could be trying to move as dexterously and carefully as you can. Could it be alacrity rather? Just a suggestion. If you think not, then...
I think it could be. Explain how.
He is really scared, really finicky, but this car is about to burn up. So he takes a breath. Okay, you can get around, do the thing. He really carefully gets himself or props himself up the window. Really slowly holding on. He doesn't have much strength, but he can jump around and balance himself, being quick. And suddenly, with the speed he has, he just pedals along, gets to the front really quickly, and just pops off the trunk in the face of the others.
Oh god.
And he's just trying to jump on his tiny feet, just trying to keep in balance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, give us that alacrity roll. Let's see how well you do.
Oh dear.
With only one success, and I would say for this sort of difficulty, you would have required 2. The success, you can definitely get the boot open. I think that'll be the success part. But you didn't get any 1s, so the boot's going to throw you back onto the back seat. If you got a 1, you might have been hanging off the bumper or something. But the boot, when it opens, it's going to do the whole pop-up thing and just fire you back into the car.
Flying. No, we can't see. Oh, what did I do? Stop the car. We're gonna crash out. Okay. Okay. What do you guys want to do? Sorry. I shouldn't have done that. We should stop.
I like your thinking.
He's about in full panic mode. He's so close to that. Yeah.
Chonka, can you roll this speed roll for us? It'll now be 11d6.
Oh dear god. Seriously, 11? Oh boy. Here we go. Oh.
At least a good thing.
Oh.
Ouch.
So, black smoke starts billowing out of the front of the car. It's still going bloody fast. The needle is no longer bouncing. The needle is flat. The needle is flat against the bottom of the dial. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 speed points for you all to spend this turn.
When the smoke's coming out of the front of the car?
Uh-huh.
Wait,
Cool
so
trick.
car-
What if we spin the car around so that we can go in reverse and leave the smoke like going in front of other people?
Yes! Yes!
That
this is
could work.
great.
That could so work.
Let's cool trick that. That would be fun.
Yes.
And then we'd have to accelerate backwards, right?
Well,
Can you?
Or
I mean-
That would be quite finicky. I think you can technically do that, but like to switch gears as the car is going so fast, trying to switch to rear, that could break some stuff. So
That would make
that
sense.
wouldn't be a real life thing that I would advise, but certainly possible.
well, I mean, it's a cool trick.
oh, I'm already
get-
on the.
It's a cool trick, and it would explain why the engine just suddenly got so much worse as you ram this gearbox into reverse at high speed. You hear it, perhaps. Okay, so as you slam it into reverse to do this trick, you hear the worst sound that any racer can hear: the sound of gears on gears rubbing as they go. And your car starts billowing this black smoke out. The black smoke starts covering the track behind you. You can see more sirens ahead as you can see 2 more police cars trying to come along. These are air traffic police as well.
you guys,
Oh, they're air traffic? What?
you know what we should do?
But
We gotta finish this race, right? We gotta steal a cop car. There's like no other choice here.
Yeah, but aren't these up in the air? He's just said, or like go up to like accelerate up to the first police car. Is that what you're thinking?
I mean, well, isn't our car dead?
Really?
Sorry, this is Sam asking, not.
No, the car is still
It's like
moving
hobbling.
at like 150 miles an hour or something stupid. But it's billowing black smoke. Everyone else, I'll move everyone else this turn. The camper van, you can see there is a large contraption being strapped to the top of it now by the wrestler, who's basically just cruising. Looks like some sort of big cone. God knows what he's doing, but he only moves forward 1 square. The rat rod, she puts away the Tommy gun, and Pinstripe starts pushing up the field, now accelerating, so 2 squares. The Porsche can move 4 squares whilst its NOS doesn't run out, and the Speedwagon, though it's taken a lot of damage, still moves 3 squares.
Okay, so yeah, looking at this, we definitely need to like accelerate up to the police car. Hi, tramp. Sorry. Okay. We definitely need to get up to the police car, and then jump in it and steal it. That's easy, right?
Steal it.
Let's
What the
do it.
hell are you think? Let's do it. Let's do it.
Unanimous.
I mean,
Or
we're raccoons. We're technically bandits, so yeah.
Yeah, don't you see this bandit mat? Oh, wait, I took my bandit mask. Oh, yeah. So,
Downey is perfectly legit.
I know what I'm doing next turn. I gotta get my bandit mask.
Right?
Okay, so
So
I
then
will-
accelerate up towards the police car.
so that we are all very aware, at the moment the police cars are on either side of the street, so we're going to need to turn into one of them to make contact before you can start jumping across. Or at least be 1 car length across, although that would obviously be fraught with danger. Yeah, so you... 1, 2...
Can I ask something?
4 of these. Though.
Of course you
Can
can
I
ask something.
Since we're going in reverse, and it's, I reckon, a red forward-driven car, how does the turn work?
That will be an interesting... I
mean, does the turn action steer the wheel, or ensures the direction we go? I mean, if you don't want to answer that, then it's gonna be cool. And besides, it's an arbitrary, not arbitrary, but just a dual choice, binary choice.
I mean, you know, I think narratively it'd be turning the wheel, but you're raccoons, so suck it and see.
Oh, let's do it.
Okay, so next turn then. Oh, hang on, you still got some speed to spend, haven't you? Have you still got
Yeah,
like,
we have,
3
like,
speed?
Probably.
You can
4?
maybe push up to the police car. Yeah, 4.
4 or 5.
You've only done a cool trick, right? That's the only thing you've done. So you've got 4 to
So we
spend.
have 4 left. So then definitely speed forward, speed forward. So at least
Yes.
2.
So you're now
And
in line with the police cars.
So then cool trick and run it off the road.
You got to be in contact with someone to run them off the road.
Oh, so then
I
can
think-
we?
What we can do is we can go ahead, and
Okay.
then go into their thing,
And then go back into drive.
What did you say? I didn't clearly hear you.
Go ahead and then go back into drive because we're facing. Like if we accelerate in front of them. In reverse. So we'd basically be like looking at each other, basically, right?
and then like spin it around.
Sure.
Okay.
They'll catch up to us eventually, and then we can
Yeah.
just hop in.
So you're
There you
like all the way ahead to there. That's what you're telling me?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot that we're gonna have to like turn into them.
Right.
Can our cool trick be like a 90-degree? So like
Drift
turning our
right.
car like
Yeah, kind of like
do like
drifting to one
a
side.
90-degree spin instead of like a 180, so that our car is facing. So like if we go, we're either going left or right. If we accelerate.
Well, we'll have to
Scott
take 1
doesn't like
speed
Sam
off.
right now.
And I think we'll see what happens next turn as you start throwing it into the spin. You can start the cool trick, but with the car as damaged as
Okay.
it is, let's see what happens. So, beginning of next turn. Ready, everyone? 1, 2, 3, go.
Oh, I hope I'm doing the right number.
Okay, so that's 2 3s and 1 5. The 5 is more acceleration, so that makes 12d6. Normally we do the lowest number first, but on this occasion, I would very much like you to roll the 12d6 first, please, Sam.
Oh dear.
Oh boy.
Be afraid. Be very afraid. Oh!
There it is! That one damage that we needed for the car to stop. So, you both turned right, you turned hard right. Right on the screen would be left, but you're in reverse turning, so hell, we're just going to move you right. You end up 2 squares over to the right when, with the 1 point, your car stops dead. As you are in a 90 degree, it kicks up onto its side, slides along for a little bit on the side, rolls once. They can have a nice little in-camera shot, still camera as the car's doing this and the raccoons are in the cab, and comes to a rest upside down on fire in the middle of the road.
Oh dear.
Don't worry, guys. I got this. I got this. We just need the police car to go right past us. Jump in. Don't worry. I got this.
So,
Alright,
police
Chonker's collecting George.
police cars' turns,
Good idea.
and everyone else's turns come to that as well. The camper van, a large jet ignites on the top of it, and it starts herring up the thing 5 spaces at a time, taking the rat rod in the first turn. The Porsche is only 2 spaces behind you now, as it's still able to move 4 spaces per turn. The police car is pulling up alongside you, and as you're skidding, it's slowing down, possibly to try and arrest the perpetrators. Not expecting raccoons at all. The car's stopped. What do you all do?
Get out of the car?
Yes.
I want to jump into the police car, but do I need to wait for my next
Wait.
turn?
Does the police car only have 1 police on it, in it?
No, it has 2.
Ah,
I got
so
this, don't worry,
reckon
I got
one
this.
of them is gonna be in the car.
You guys can... the car's stopped, so we're not going to do the 1, 2, 3, what are you doing with the car at the minute, because the car's
okay.
not doing anything. Except
Okay.
exploding shortly, I'm sure, because fantizics. However, the police car is coming up, so if you want to try and jump onto the car, it will be, I think, difficulty check 2, alacrity or ferocity.
Cool.
I'll,
I'll- Yeah, I'm gonna do ferocity. This is the most ferocious jump you've ever seen. I'm ready.
Oh,
Oh no.
oh no. Oh no.
Okay, with the 2 singular successes,
Can I just say something before attempting to jump on the police car? Downey's just like, I'm gonna miss you all thing. Remember that. Bye. And then he will do his flop.
well, yeah, unfortunately, as Rabies and Chonka dive onto the car and you just manage to grab some of the trappings, maybe the side trim. I think Chonka's possibly holding on to like the door handle, and George with the other hand. You see Downey try and jump in front of the car as well, and just lands in front of the wheels. They're in danger. You must save them next round. It's the next round. What do you all do? Hang on a minute, let's move everyone first as the Porsche goes flying past. But the NOS runs out. The green flames stop coming out the back. The Speedwagon now moving very fast. The camper van, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, herring up. The police now trying to move back this way to intercept the police. And the rat rod way back. Way back.
Alright, Chonker's gonna like hoist himself up so he can look at the driver and hiss at him, and hold George and hope George starts hissing too. Just like distraction.
I'm
To see if he gets the car to stop.
gonna take my tire iron and hold it out for oh gosh, I haven't had to use names the whole time, for Downey to grab onto.
Okay, so you are helping Downey this turn. Chonka, can you please give a ferocity roll? We'll give you an extra dice because of George hissing with you.
Yes.
Alright, cool. Okay, there we go. Oh no!
Oh, the driver looks out the window and sees you and the kitty hissing and is just like, "Oh," and starts winding down the window,
Uh-oh.
failing
Make sure
forward.
you show him your ID.
Yes.
So
Oh wait, I have my beard on still, I think.
this is beautiful. Downey, since Rabies is helping you with the tire iron, please make me another alacrity roll. This time with an extra dice.
Sorry, was that me? I could see.
That's you, yeah. Yep. As the car is speeding towards you, Rabies is just holding out the tire iron to try and like help you out of the way.
So what do you want me to go for?
Alacrity, please.
Alacrity, okay. Ah,
Hey, 2 successes.
crash me!
You grab hold of the tire iron, and we'll say that Rabies, with a decent roll, you can swing Downey into the window. It'll be difficulty 2. They're going to be safe either way, but if you can hit a difficulty 2 ferocity or alacrity roll, you can swing them straight into the window.
Okay, I will go for ferocity. Because again, I'm the most ferocious right now.
Of course.
Yelling.
Difficulty 2, Downey, you are swung into the police car radio as that one is looking towards the window going, "Oh," and rolling down the window. This other raccoon just comes flying straight into their face. They are the shotgun driver, not the driver, the shotgun passenger. Rabies, there's a question there.
Yeah, do I still have my tire iron?
Yes,
please?
you can keep hold of the tire iron.
Okay, perfect.
It was 2 successes. You get everything. So the other guy on the radio is like is grabbing the radio whilst driving. What would you all like to do now that Chonka, you've got access to the car, Rabies, you've got access to the car as they're winding the window down. Downey, you're already fully into the car. Possibly, for if you're looking for a purchase as you fly in, the closest thing will be the police officer's face.
Downey is just looking at the policeman looking at him. They're just having their moment. And I would assume that humans don't understand Raccoonish.
There's only one way to find out.
Do it.
So he reckons he needs a good distraction for it. So he will just start randomly reciting these random formulae he had found out on the books in the lab. Did you know that? The Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. Have you ever heard of it? When you have when you find something's energy, and then when you find something's how much time it takes to do something, you can't know them both, and you can't know how fast something's going, where it is. It's weird stuff. Have you ever heard of it? I can type you down. What was the letter?
And of course, to the policeman, this sounds like, and then start clawing at his notebook, like whoa! Why don't you make me a chutzpah roll and let's see what happens here.
Yeah. Oh god. Oh boy. Oh yeah, there you go.
Oh boy. Okay, so with 1 success on the chutzpah roll, the police officer's just like trying to hold you. Doesn't really know what to do with you. What are Rabies and Chonka doing?
There's still the other cop that's driving, right? Or is that the one that Downey's working with?
Yep, that is the passenger is the one that Downey's on. The other one is driving and reaching for the radio.
So Chonker's gonna come in and kind of like not toss George, but make sure George is safe first, and then he's gonna plug himself down right into the policeman's lap while handing him his fake ID.
Make me a chutzpah roll.
If I can stop laughing.
With 2 successes and a fake beard and glasses. The policeman looks at the fake ID, looks down at you and goes, "This is hardly the time, Mr. Donovan."
Also, Also, you need to stop lying on your ID. You're not 5'9".
You're right.
Yes, he says that.
I legit need a moment. I legit need to drink water.
Go for it. How about Rabies? What does Rabies do?
So, still having the tire iron in his hand and seeing this officer go for the radio, he tries to kind of not intending harm, but kind of slap the hand away from the radio and go, nah!
Okay, so, give me a ferocity roll.
I'm telling you, I'm the most ferocious. My name should have been Ferocious, not Rabies.
Yeah, you get an extra
Guys.
dice as well because you're holding a tire iron.
Oh, I do! Oh, look at this. Good thing I definitely needed that extra dice.
Well, you have 2 successes, but there is also a 1 in there, so yes, you do hit the wrist of the person as they are reaching towards the radio just before they go to take the ID from Chonka. But with the 1, you don't have any control over how hard you hit. So you hear a loud crack as the person drops the ID and is just like, ah! And spins the wheel of the police car in pain. Putting the car into a spin at high speed.
Perfect. You guys, it's all going very much according to plan.
Absolutely.
The other policeman holds Downey out of the way and looks out the window as the world starts spinning and is just like, ah! And the first policeman is just like, ah! Ah! And just, they're gonna throw themselves out of the window of the car. They're just gonna open the door and just try and step out. The driver,
I'm gonna fail.
Chonka, you are currently on their lap. I'm not going to let you use rotundity because rotundity would mean you stay in their lap. It's going to have to be an alacrity roll to stay in the car.
Okay. So let me see here. Okay, so that's 3 then. And there we go. Oh no.
Oh, on a 1. As the person bails out of the car and rolls, you are holding onto the edge trim of the car door as it's open, flailing. Chonka needs rescuing. Chonka is in danger as this car is spinning out of control. Chonka holding onto the door, being thrown around, and the other policeman holding down. He's just screaming, just screaming. Doesn't know what to do.
Too much.
Downey was in the car and did the other guy leave him before throwing themselves out the window? Oh wait,
It was the driver that threw themselves out of the car, so Chonka
Yeah.
was put in danger. The other one, you're still being held.
You're just being yelled and scream.
frantically Downey just starts screaming off and trying to point out with everything he has, his hand, head, just trying to show at the other raccoon, obviously they need to be saved or they just die.
Okay, yeah. So to go and help the other raccoon, how would you like to do it?
He's not confident he can get out of the guy's hands, so he's just trying to. I don't know, I don't think he can actually successfully point. Actually, he should probably just get out of the hole. So, suddenly, he's trying to slip out. He's trying to weasel his way out. Sort of clawing around just to get the grip, not get the grip loose because he doesn't trust himself to do that, but kind of trying to edge the meat out a little so that he can just pop out, trying to frantically weasel his way out.
Okay, yeah. We could call that alacrity if you like, if you want to squeeze your way out.
Yeah, I think that makes sense for what he is because he does not want to fight with this big burly human being. Yeah.
Okay, with the 1 success, but it's a very, very good success, you can weasel your way out and head over to the door. However, this turn you won't be able to save Chonka. Rabies.
Still having my tire iron. This is the best tire iron I have ever had. Here we go again. Not even looking, just be stick the tire iron out towards Chonker's general direction and hope that he grabs on.
You are helping Chonka. So Chonka could you please make a roll for me? How are you going to free yourself from this situation?
I'm probably gonna grab the tire iron and can I use my rotundity to try and swing myself back in?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay, let's try that. So, oh, come on, be nice to me.
+1 because of the tire iron.
Oh, okay. So then that is. Here we go. Ooh!
Oh, okay. So that is 2 strong successes. So, how does this look as you use your girth to get yourself back in the car?
It's probably like a butt wiggle almost that sort of shimmies further up, and as he's shaking his butt more, there's more wobble going on, and he'll just swing himself with the wobble back into the car.
Lovely.
Like the Homer Simpson thing, like where you hit the it goes through.
Like a gyroscope. Perfect.
Yeah.
Gentle reminder that Downey is rushing towards the other seat outside, trying to help, and possibly right in the path of his swinging gyroscope of a huge raccoon.
Of course. So as Chonka comes flying in, I think they do in fact land on Downey. So now the two of you crash together. Now, raccoons, at this point, you have partial control over the car. In a blind panic, the passenger has leaned across to grab the steering wheel. However, they don't have any control over the brake and accelerator yet. They're trying to correct the car from where they are. The centrifugal force is currently throwing them away from the wheel, though.
I mean, this is like my calling in life. I jump onto the accelerator.
In that case, let's go back to our rolls. So on this, hang on a minute. Whilst all this has been going on, the rest of the races have been going too. The camper van runs out of thing. The rat rods picks up. The Porsche moves ahead but has run out of NOS. And the Speedwagon is also picking up. The police car, unfortunately, is spinning out ahead of the Firebird, which explodes. Of course. And the rat rod is having to take all the way. In fact, they're going to go a little slower as they have to move all the way across to avoid the explosion. The Speedwagon is propelled alongside you, actually, by the explosion, and they are looking across at you. My gut is telling me hillbilly, but I'll let you decide who the racer is, what the name is, and everything else.
Oh. We need a guy named like Merle or Earl or something like that for that type of a vehicle.
I was like,
with like a trucker's cap and everything like that, and
a flannel.
Shirt. Yes, and like the beer gut going on.
Oh gosh, yes.
You know
definitely
what's utterly funny? At this moment, because it's a Speedwagon, it's a like station wagon vehicle. Just a little bit of like personal trivia. My grandfather, may rest in peace, used to have one of those, a Ford station wagon, and his name was Errol, actually. So, holy shit. Universe coming together. Yes, I'm gonna take Earl.
Okay, great. So, Sarp's uncle is driving the Speedwagon. That's canon now. From now on, details will look to you. The car is your police car is currently spinning out though, so they're alongside you. They're actually trying to avoid you, but there's not much room between you and the side of the street where the chain link fence is leading to the airport proper. So what are we all doing this turn as we go to our 1, 2? Ready? Everyone ready? 1, 2, 3, go. That's a 2. So you're turning left, trying to take the car out of the spin, or turning into the spin?
Hopefully out of the spin, just alleviate. Actually, I forgot to ask you a moment ago what the other policeman was trying to turn, what direction he was trying to turn. But yeah, just trying to turn left.
Yeah, okay, so I see you and the policeman both frantically turning together. And like the two of you, as the car starts to come out of the spin and the bumper knocks against the Speedwagon, setting you both straight. So you've made contact with the Speedwagon, and let's see, we've got the car had 3 speed already.
Oops.
Rabies and Chonka, you've both hammed on the accelerator, so that's 5 speed dice, right? Who rolled speed? Go on.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I was just gonna say, like, I feel like I'm picturing this as like Rabies like just like jumped down to like put all his weight onto the like accelerator, and then Chonkers just jumps down.
Chunker's like, oh, I can help, and he flops on top, beard and all.
And of course, Rabies is a small, is small for a raccoon, and so it's like especially squished.
Well, that's the imagery there.
Pardon me.
In that case,
The eyes bulging type of thing.
I think that decides for me who rolls the speed roll. It's going to be Chonker, as Rabies is currently squished. That'll be 5d6, please, V.
Okay. Oh no!
Oh, so you slam a little harder than
streak
you
is over.
thought into the other one. So this fresh police car takes 3 damage as it collides with the station wagon. But you do have 2 speed to spend as a party.
One should definitely be to run the guy off the road. What is it called? Run. I want to run that chump
roll.
off the road. Get that chump out of here.
Yeah. Okay, to roll.
That could work.
And then we should definitely streak ahead.
Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Let's do
you
it.
run them off the road. They go through the chain link fence and end up on a road in the airport.
Oh,
Not somewhere you want to be.
Yeah, that sounds nasty.
And then you streak ahead. So everyone else, the rat rod is away behind. They're not as damaged as some cars though. The Firebird is exploded. We'll get rid of that. The Speedwagon actually slows down. It stops accelerating to start making repairs. You can see Earl grabbing a toolbox maybe off the side and leaning out with a spanner and tightening up wheel nuts and stuff whilst the car's moving.
Quick question. Can you have, seriously, I'm Gonna Keep On Loving You playing as, this song from, REO's Speedwagon? It just would be so hysterical.
Yes.
There is a tape player in this car, which if one of you wanted to use an action, I do have a special track lined up.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Let's get this song going now.
Okay, the Porsche carries on driving at speed. They're ahead. They're not damaged. They're fine. Your I love animal testing rival is currently winning the race. With that in mind, everyone, please get ready to roll. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, so we've got a 6 there. We've got a 5, so the speed goes up to 6. The 3 is turn left. Turn right.
It was supposed to be a 4, not 3. Sorry, it was a 4.
Using an item.
I can numbers. Yeah.
Okay, so the first one was wait a minute. What Chonka? What did you roll?
6.
6. Okay, so you're doing something else. So the lowest roll then would be Rabies. Rabies, what are you doing with a 4?
Sorry, that's me.
That
That's
is
me.
you.
I can. Oh gosh. I was trying to look at my thing because I realized that. What? Can you come back to me? I forgot what I was gonna do.
100% I can come back to you. You're not sure if you're turning right, if you're using an item. What's
I
going
know.
on?
I'm a mess.
We stole Sam's nap time today. This is what happened.
It's all fair, I guess. Yeah.
So next then, as Downey steps on the gas some more, we now have let's see, it was on 4 plus 2, and 6d6, please.
Going up now. Wait. Where's my actual thing? 66. Yes. Here it goes. There we go.
Hey, that's not bad. 2 successes, only 2 successes, but no ones. So between you all, what do you do with the extra 2 speed?
We should catch up, guys. We should catch up, guys.
Yeah,
They're
agreed.
too far ahead.
Yep.
Definitely.
So you start slamming down the
Straight
gas and accelerating up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Chonker's still on it, right?
Chonka, you did a 6, which is do something else. What would you like to do?
Turn the radio on.
As you turn the radio on, there is
Epic.
a moment of silence as the cassette begins to play. You get that hear sort of sound. But it seems as though the sirens are hooked up to the radio. The blues and twos come on, but there isn't a siren sound. Instead, there's some sort of like fast music sound instead.
Oh my god.
As the car now has an extra +1 to speed.
Oh, cool.
Yes!
Nice.
Next turn.
I know, I remember what I
Rabies,
wanted to
what
do.
did you want to do?
Because the policeman's still in the car, right?
Yeah! Still
And
holding onto the steering wheel. Like, steering with Downey, looking at these raccoons. As one steps on the gas, another one presses the radio.
yeah, so, gosh, I'm a horrible, horrible raccoon for doing this, but I just want to knock him out with my tire iron.
Please roll me a ferocity roll.
Oh god.
Oh no!
Oh boy.
We have one success. I'm not going to say he's going to be knocked out this time. You can hit... did you add your extra dice for your tire iron?
I did not.
No good. On this occasion, you're not going to be able to knock them out, but you start hitting them and they start like trying to like, ow! Ah! As they're like, and it makes the car go a little out of control as it starts weaving around the track left and right. Ready, everyone?
Right.
1, 2, 3, go. 6, 4, 5. So the car is now up to 8 speed, as you have the extra speed from the radio as well. Hang on, we had a 6, 4, and a 5. So the 4 goes first, Rabies.
Yeah, I want to just I want to try to knock him out again. I'm very set on knocking him out.
Go for it.
Boy.
Oh boy.
Yes! All the success. It's also a palindrome.
It is a palindrome. Well done. So
I
as
hope
you,
you're not too successful.
how do you do this?
So I want to think like before, like, so I think Rabies was still stuck before and like just trying to like hit the officer, because cars are that small, right?
Yeah, of course, right?
Well, and
And
Chopper
so-
was in the way.
Yeah, and so then he like kind of pops out and makes that like, oh, that was a really bad pop sound. Somebody else could try to pop. There we go, thank you. And then he just like goes and like slow motion, like background changes, just goes and smacks down on the officer's like head, but just enough to knock him out. Like
Just a nudge.
Yeah, just enough to knock him out. No, like a lot of bleeding or like blunt force trauma.
Okay, well this is a complete success. You knock him out, he falls against the door, and as Fantisics will have it, the door opens. However, he's still holding onto the steering wheel, so the car also steers a hard right as he falls from the vehicle, moving across the track to the other side of the track altogether, far now from the from the airport, but on a collision course with the radio tower. Or the radar tower, rather, the large dish spinning on top of the tower. You're now on a collision course with that. Let's see, next was a 5. So we now have 8d6, I think it was. Was it a 6 plus 1? No, 7d6. No, wait, hang on. We rolled 6 before, plus 1 for the radio. 8d6.
Yes, that's an 8 with radio.
Yep. So, Dart, please roll us 8d6.
Yeah, an 86. Let me get on top of it. Oh, roll 20 is just finicky for me. Oh, good and bad, I guess.
Yeah,
Oh,
good and bad. The car takes a little damage from the turn, but you have a lot of successes there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes. So you have 5 speed to play with this turn.
Oh,
I'm going to put
nice.
the Firebird where the radio tower is. So you've got the radio tower there. No one's turned yet.
if I may ask a question, just as a curiosity, does the 4 not count as a success for the speed roll?
Oh yes, it does. 1, 2, 3. Oh, so that's a
I
ton of
was
successes.
confused.
That's 7 successes then.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, 7 successes. The radio tower is less than 7 successes ahead of you. So if you want to crash into it this turn, you can.
We should crash into the radio tower.
I don't want to crash it, man. I don't want to crash into things anymore. I want
I mean,
right.
make a new path through the radio tower.
You could make a new path.
I don't know if that's how it works.
I don't either.
I mean, can be. You've got a ton of
Let's go
success.
around
So.
this game and I'm already in love.
Why? I mean, why not? If you want to make a new thing with the radio tower, we can totally make a new thing with the radio tower.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait. I mean, we need our third member on board, but just saying we've already outvoted you.
Actually, what we can do, we can not crash right into it, but we can use it to get back straight on the road and go with the race.
Well, yeah, that's what we were gonna do. Is like
Yeah.
create a new route using it or
Yeah.
through it or something.
Crash it.
Not through it. Just get our wheels on it. Let it turn us back to the road. Go with the road and
So-
go with the race. We're fast.
Yeah.
So, like, create a new
Faster
path?
than any little guy.
So what you're saying is we should create a new path.
And then cool
Using
move,
the
like
radio
drive
tower.
up the radio tower?
No, what I'm suggesting is just use a cool move, but not quite go with a new path. It's just that since we're on the road still, just actually use the radio tower, get our side on it, and then just course correct.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I think we're just talking semantics here. I think
Yeah.
at this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Yeah.
No,
So
no,
that's-
that's okay.
2 used. We have how many left now? 5?
Yeah,
I think
5.
so. I mean,
Shut up, we have 5 more.
I think you guys all know what I'm gonna say.
You're gonna keep hitting the pedal, aren't you?
Yeah, full speed ahead.
Actually, if Downey may use one action, maybe he will try to get the driver of the get the passenger of the steering wheel.
Well, I was gonna say, Chonker still has his move, and Chonker is gonna get into the steering wheel mode and start steering it.
Oh, have we not resolved all the moves yet?
Chonker's move comes after the speed roll. You do it in order of the dice. So when a
okay.
6 is rolled, you do it after the speed roll.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't think we can do any more actions, which is why I was saying we should probably just
Yeah, just speed.
Yeah.
yeah
So you want to
speed
speed
ahead.
up to the radio tower.
Yeah. So speed up to the radio tower.
Okay.
Throwing a cool
use it.
move.
As you
to-
get
yeah.
closer, you can see a large number of people in yellow jackets, not on the radio tower, but standing off to one side. And is that a large, like, piece of scaffold, or maybe a fire escape to a raccoon eyes against the base of the tower?
Is this something we can use?
I say we do.
Let's do it.
Go for it.
Yeah. Let's do this.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many things do you have left? Do you have like 1 speed left? Do you want to do any of that before we go on to Chonker's turn? Thank you very much, Mad Rogue, for the donation for a split-second style thing. I've got something special planned. Hang on.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
When he laughs like that, you know we're in trouble.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. Rah-rah, Marge.
Ruh-roh.
Rah-rah. Oh, I love how the chat's like, oh no, oh my.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good.
Uh,
Hype.
yeah. I feel like the chat is just like projecting all of my inner feelings right
Yeah, pretty much.
now. Like, I'm so excited, but I'm terrified at the same time.
That's literally Downey.
We're all gonna die, but this is fun.
I'm having
Also,
fun.
if he doesn't want to crash into everything and die. 'Cause that's what's gonna happen now.
Okay,
I don't know.
What did that say? Well, we still have the 6 to resolve. So, tell us, V, what do you do with your 6?
Chonker's gonna plunk himself down on the driver's seat and kind of stand up and get his paws onto the steering wheel. We still have the cop in there, right?
Sorry?
The cop is still in there, right? 'Cause
No,
he's kinda-
as Rabies knocks him out, he fell against the door
Oh,
and
that's right.
pulled
Okay.
the car
And he's
across
gone.
the road. Yeah.
So yeah, Chonker's gonna
Okay.
he's gonna adjust his beard and kind of start steering the steering wheel mode and bobbing his head to the music. You know, just enjoying the cruise.
Not really doing anything, just keeping things steady.
We're kind of like getting control of the wheel so that we're, you know, because
Not
we were drifting before.
careening. Got it.
Careening.
Got
Yeah,
it.
so he's gonna start trying to counter careen.
Counter careen.
Yes, course correcting.
That is a valid action. As we do this then, thank you very much, Mad Rogue, for the donation. You can see people in the yellow jackets over to the right going,
No!
and you see one of them go and push down a plunger. There is a big explosion from the bottom of the tower as the tower starts to collapse. It's collapsing away from you. You did use a cool move to get wheels on the tower, so here's what happens. As the tower starts falling, you touch wheels on it, and as it's falling, you drive on it. You are driving on the falling tower as it is falling. And with that, please everyone, get ready for another roll. 1, 2...
Wait. I have a
Wait.
question.
One.
So the tower is which direction?
Oh, good
just
point.
using which direction is the tower falling?
Collapse.
It's falling
So
backwards towards the road.
Okay, so
It's falling
can you-
as you've landed on it. It's falling in the direction that you are going. So it's falling to land
Okay,
about
perfect.
here-ish. That's where the top would land. See me
Okay.
highlighting it in the Roll20?
okay, yeah, got it.
Okay.
Everyone, 1, 2, 3, go.
At this point, Downey, after getting on radio tower, he just loses it.
So we've got 11d6 to roll. I believe this time around it's Sam's turn to roll the 11d6 for us.
Yeah, I don't. This is so much pressure, you guys. I don't roll well.
Yeah.
Oh!
Oh no! Oh dear!
There's your
is fine.
roll.
3,
Everything's fine.
We're doing fine.
So as
Nothing
the
to say.
tower hits the ground, you feel the cop car sink down, and the shocks push you back up, and you sort of like take back into the air, and it looks like one of the movies where the cars are jumping on the road. As you land on the road again, the front bumper hits, the back bumper then hits as well. There's crunching going on everywhere. The sirens just stop. They just woo 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 woo. You land on the road, but it's gonna hurt. You've got 1, 2, 3 successes to spend as a team this time.
Full steam ahead.
Yes.
Okay, so we land here, 1, and then go 1, 2, 3 ahead.
Yes.
Yeah. Another interesting thing. End of the road, there's a dead end sign.
But we should definitely create a new path through the dead end sign.
You see, as the radio tower falls across the road, everyone dives through over to the right onto the airport grounds, including the police car. They're now on a much narrower road. They're all very close together, as they all sort of like get scrunched up by this carnage. But you are still miles ahead, just way over to the right.
I mean, finding new ways hasn't done us too terribly bad before.
One of you looks.
Back into the car.
If one of you looks behind, though, you can see that big circular radar dish rolling after you.
Oh. This is fine. We got
Yeah,
this.
we're
It'll
totally
give us like
good.
an extra boost, right?
Yeah,
That's how
yeah.
physics.
We've also got 20 retweets. Since V has had all of the equipment, I'm only going to roll a 1d2 and see who else gets some this time.
Yeah.
So this time
I'm
it's
good with that.
Sam. Apparently I can't roll anything except ones when doing this. So Sam, could
What's going on?
could you please roll me a 1d20 and let's see what extra piece of equipment you find. Hey!
Oh.
That duct tape roll hasn't run out! There's more duct tape!
Oh no, you guys, I thought this ran out, but I'm just stupid and it didn't. And yes, I kept the empty duct tape roll with me this whole time.
I love it.
Fantastic. Well, are we all ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Hesitations,
Maybe.
but we're ready. 1, 2, 3, go. So 2 are turning left, 1 is turning right.
I also don't know which direction we're supposed to be turning.
That's fine. You're raccoons. You're not supposed to know which direction you're going. But with 2 turning left and 1 turning right, you only turn 30 degrees left, which means you do come off the road and start heading towards the chain link fence.
Uh-oh.
You still...
That's where we want to go, right?
What was that?
Is that where we want to go? Like, wait, are we going away from the airport or towards the airport now?
Towards the airport on a left.
Okay.
Cool. Everyone else is now on the straight road, so they're going to start picking up speed again, and the pack starts getting split in that same way, with the slower cars being left behind. The police car actually pulls over the wrestler in a camper van. The camper van is taken out of the race as the police car gets in front of them and pulls them over, is writing them a ticket. You've got this image of this massive wrestler guy, sort of like huddled over like, sorry, okay, filling out a ticket. You guys are heading across. Now we do have 11d6. No one hit the gas, so it's open to whoever wants to roll it. 11d6, please.
Shall I do it?
Yeah, go ahead.
With luck?
Give it a try.
Oh.
no.
1, 2.
Oh dear.
2 damage is enough for the car to be totaled. So as you come off of the road, it goes into one of them desert-like ditches. No! Scratch that! As you come off the road without accelerating, the radar dish crumples into the back of the car, stopping it dead. You go from like 100 miles an hour to nothing, and it just rolls over the car, crushing the car down, and all of you are inside this now crushed car.
Wait, is the radar dish still rolling?
Yeah, the radar dish carries on rolling.
Can I hop onto the radar dish? Oh, I mean...
You were gonna say that, yes.
Well, I mean, the windows are still open, right? We didn't close those.
Yeah, right.
So
I don't know. I don't know if I have to wait to do that. I don't want to get ahead of myself.
Okay. Well, the car's stopped, so we're not controlling the car anymore. We are now back into free actions. So if it will go one each. If Rabies, if you'd like to lead the charge and try and jump onto the radar dish, you can totally do that.
Yes, I would like to jump onto the radar dish.
I believe that'll be alacrity.
Okay. I'm very alacritous. Oh no.
On one success, you can get hold of the car and you can hold on to the outside edge of the radar.
Perfect.
oh my god, this is too funny. Jonker's gonna collect George, who's been kind of like hanging out in one of the cup holders. All nice and tucked in.
Oh yeah, George, in my eyes, just curled up and started going to sleep. You know,
Yeah,
this
okay,
high-speed racing thing, it's so old news.
It's so blasé, whatever. So he'll scoop up George and put him into his beard, kind of like a little like nest almost, and then also try and jump onto the radar dish.
Sure, that'll be alacrity.
Okay, good. That's not my worst one then. Whew. Okay, cool.
2 successes, you can get onto the inner ring of the dish.
Okay.
Sorry. So the radar dish is rolling on top of us, right?
Yep, crushing the car.
Crushing the car in the process. Okay. So considering the car is still kind of holding solid, although completely destroyed its roof, but it's kind of holding solid. So, Downey is thinking ahead. He doesn't want to risk getting crushed by a frantic jump on it. So what he will do is try to prop the door open. I'm assuming they are just about healthy enough to kind of get propped open and actually climb on top of a open door for trying to get onto the thing.
Yeah, you can do that. It will be another alacrity roll, as you will have to move quickly.
Okay. Oh dear.
Well, there's a 6 and a 1, so that's 1 success and 1 fail. Let's see. You are similarly to Rabies. You can grab onto the outer edge of the thing, but the car door sort of falls away at the same time, so you're sort of just clinging to the edge. We're treating the radar dish as a car. Everyone get ready!
I'm sorry, that has to be the battle cry for today.
Yes! Yes!
Currently the radar dish, you can now see why this is a dead end as well. There's a cliff ahead of you. 1, 2, 3, go. 2 5s, and this is perfect. So the 2 raccoons on the outer edge of the dish end up on top of the dish and start running backwards.
This is literally the only reason I picked Accelerate. Only to see this scene.
And I guess Chonka turning left. You're just like hanging onto the bars and just leaning out that side.
I'm using my rotundity, come on!
Yes.
Chonka is chunky enough for that.
I'm just chalking out.
Fantastic. Okay, so you have 2 speed dice to roll.
Can I ask something?
Sure.
What is George doing right now?
Oh!
George is-
Yeah, George is just like attached to Chonka, I think, just like holding onto the back. Maybe looking
He's
down.
trying to, like, help.
Yeah, like I can see like him like kind of like leaning with Chonker's lean as well.
So the car starts swinging around left onto the towards the airport.
Okay.
Hang on a second. So we've got radio tower. We're gonna swap the radio tower and the police car over. Let's see. Everyone else, the police car, they're pulled over. They're out of the race. But these guys are all pushing up. However, the radar starts coming towards the left, and you have 2 speed dice. Who would like to roll them?
I guess I will, because I was the one accelerating.
Yeah, and roll 20 just freezed up on me again, so I'm out.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Sure.
I am not responsible for anything that happens after I hit this enter button. Just throwing that out there. Oh, thank goodness.
You have 1 success with which you can streak ahead,
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
do cool
yeah.
tricks.
With it.
You should do cool tricks. Just like spin. No, we should streak ahead.
How are we gonna do that with it?
Idea.
Like it's like kind of like the quarter, like whoop 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 whoop. Yeah.
Okay, so despite everything that's happened, you are somehow ahead of the Porsche.
Yes.
In the radio tower. In fact, they're getting awfully close to you. With a little more steering left, you could possibly take them out. You have a lot of damage to deal as a great big radar thing. But also, you can see the finish line ahead. It looks like next turn we'll be hitting the finish line.
Ooh.
1, 2, 3, go.
Yes.
We stop steering and everyone starts adding. Does Chonka stop adding, or does Chonka become like an unbalanced flywheel? Does Chonka just hold on and start spinning instead of leaning?
Chonker becomes one with the radar. He adds his weight to it to get the perpetual motion going.
So I can see Rabies and Downey still running, but like when you're on the up, they're running to increase speed and then relaxing when you're on the down, and then running again and then relaxing.
Oh my god.
Okay.
My sides hurt so much right now, it's fantastic.
Don't worry, Downey, we're gonna win.
Yes!
Abby! Okay, let's win!
We have 4 speed dice to roll, and I think Chonka should be the one to roll them.
Oh, definitely Chonkers should be the one to roll them.
Okay.
If Chonkers can. Did you get roll 20 back
Yeah,
up?
I got it to go back up again. It's just, it doesn't like sitting idle, I guess, on my computer, or who knows.
Yeah. Oh! But us 3 successes!
Yeah.
1 damage. I will let you know the radar dish has significantly less health than a car.
Don't worry, guys. I got duct tape.
But hey, maybe we can get through free cars in one game. You
Free
have
cars.
3 successes.
Cars. Yeah, full speed ahead is
Absolutely.
what. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're like almost at the finish line. By the way.
Yeah, we're like just about there.
Yeah.
Okay, and on its
Let's go.
currently trajectory, it's still moving across lane, so it moves closer to the Porsche. You and the Porsche are neck and neck as we come in for a photo finish. Everyone else is sort of behind. The police are also right behind you. They're sort of slowed behind, and you can just see like the most confused police officer looking out the front of these raccoons whirring around this radar dish like a...
We're on a hamster wheel.
A Speedwagon's still going. The Speedwagon saved their nos for the end of the race. They rush ahead of the rat rod, but it doesn't look like they've got a chance of beating you. You can see the finish line. The finish line will be hitting the next trap. So, everyone, 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, so 2 is still left.
I need to. I'm sorry. Can I change to 3? I'm really sorry because. No, it's 2 because it's left.
You want to go into the... Yeah, that's fine. So we've got... The 2 is the first one that we roll. So indeed, the radio tower does intercept with the Porsche and start crushing it. Just starts crushing the Porsche. Not enough to destroy it in one turn, but let's have a ferocity roll and see how much damage you can do.
Okay. Ferocity, so... Ow!
Oh, so yes, you crush it, but you also, like, there's a moment, a cartoony moment where, like, you are crushed between the car and that as well. So, like, there's like a moment where you pop back up afterwards of, like, the eyes popping back out and everything, like, as it crushes this Porsche. The police car comes around the other side and pulls the Porsche over. PIT maneuvers it, so it stops just in front of the line. What were the other 2 rolls? I think we saw a 5, a 4, and a 5. Yeah. Okay, so the 4 goes first.
Yeah, so I want to throw my tire iron into their like wheel well to try to like jam up their car.
Fantastic. That'll also be a ferocity roll.
Ooh, I'm so ferocious, guys! Perfect! So ferocious!
With 2 fails, you've lost the tire iron for good. Now that there's not so many of you keeping up the momentum on the radar dish, the radar dish is going to start coming down into a flat spin. But Chonka is still holding on. So as long as Chonka's on the down, it's still increasing speed. So Chonka, can you please roll me 5d6?
Okay. Oh, please, be good.
Come on, Chonka! Yeah!
That's 3 successes. That's 3 successes.
More importantly, 0 fails.
Exactly. I'm like, no one.
More importantly,
No Emmys.
Okay, full speed ahead, right?
Full speed ahead?
I feel like.
Well,
Go,
you
go,
only
go,
need
go.
1 to cross the finish line ahead of everyone else.
So can we do 1 and then a cool move?
Yeah! Like, a cool, like, spinny.
Yeah, like it like spins on its
Yeah,
head,
it
like
starts
a top and...
spinning like a coin, yeah? Like a coin that's going to be
Yeah.
that's doing
Yeah.
that thing. So they spin for a really long time. My intrusion at the end of the game is you can see a plane coming down the runway towards you all.
Oh, can I try to hitch a ride on the plane? Take me away!
You can all do what you like. You've won the race. You can see this person coming to, like, beckoning at the side with a briefcase full of money, like, you win, you win. You can see the police officer dressing down the animal testing biologist. The Speedwagon comes in next, followed by the Rat Rod. And all of them just keep on driving. However, they stop because they realise there's a cliff edge at the end of the runway as the plane starts rushing towards you all.
at this point, Downey is still under the shock of being fucking crushed between the car and the thing. And as he comes up, because somehow the debris on the radio tower props him back up, like, guys, this is it. I'm going all. I'm dying. Oh, my bones. Oh, little George, have a good life. Oh, miss little George. Oh. And for a moment, he stops, just literally does nothing, doesn't even breathe, and suddenly props his eyes back up. Oh, how similar to the earth are the heavens. Oh, so fascinating.
What do Chonker and Rabies make of this?
And they brought my friends too. Oh, how merciful are heavens to bring the illusions of my friends to me. Oh,
Very merciful.
Peace now. And suddenly he props up. Wait, I'm not that. I'm not dead, am I? George, am I dead? You tell me.
You just hear a meow.
He is still in shock, trying to understand whether he's dead or not. So yeah.
Yeah, okay. And fantastic. Next, who wants to go next?
Go ahead. Go right ahead.
I mean, we all know what I'm trying to do, right? I'm jumping up and I want to catch a ride on this plane. Is it taking off or landing? Either way, I want to catch a ride.
It's taking off.
Oh, then definitely. I want to try to catch.
So you're getting up high on the radar to try and catch it as it flies over?
Yeah, like run, jump. Definitely do a counter movement jump so I could try to jump higher.
Okay, yeah, give me some alacrity. Leaping is in alacrity, definitely.
I mean, I definitely feel like it's some ferocious jumping.
Leaping is literally written in the rules.
There.
You get one success, so you are at the top of this radar, you are getting ready. The plane's not quite there yet, but you are very ready to, one success is enough to be prepared to jump onto the plane. What's Chonka doing?
Chonker is walking off of the dish, and he's straightening out his beard, and he's adjusting his glasses and holding his fake ID. He's gonna walk up to the person holding the prize money and like just hold the ID up to them.
The person's just like, oh, Mr. Donovan. You're not 5'9".
He's just nodding his head. Shrugs his shoulders.
And says, congratulations, here's the money. And they open the case and there's just like, all the money in the case. To buy all the
Chonker
liquor you
just-
could possibly want, Chonka.
It's just it. Chonker will take it and like kind of like tip his glasses since he doesn't have a hat and just sort of start waddling off with the briefcase.
Walking off of the runway?
Yeah,
Excellent.
off
So,
into the distance.
Downey sits on the runway deciding whether they're dead or not. Rabies is getting ready to catch the plane. Chonka takes the money and walks off the runway. Excellent, because as the plane is going to take off, it's trying to pull up too early. You see sparks on the runway as the tail touches the runway. And the front wheels, as they are retracting before the plane has even taken off, there's like skid, burning rubber as they try and retract the landing equipment before the plane is taken off, hoping there's enough lift. The wheels catch the police car and the 911, smashing them into the radar tower. Rabies, can you please make me an alacrity roll to jump into the landing equipment gear? That's
Yes!
one success. You're just about holding on. With the combined 2 successes over 2 rolls, you are holding on to one of the wheels as the wheel is being pulled up. However, the plane isn't facing up anymore, as it's now clipped the radar tower as well, and the nose comes down, knocking the Speedwagon and the Rat Rod off the edge of the cliff. One of the wings clips the ground near the edge of the runway. The wing folds up, and the plane slowly, as Chonka watches, will probably scoop up Downey as well, and just starts gliding over the edge.
Oh no.
As Downey is just looking on, he's quite what's the word for it? He's just he's shaken in the head, so he just lies down, blissfully pulls up a notebook, starts scribbling the plane's trajectory on it.
Do you know what? That's perfect. I think as you lay down, there's just like this perfect little gap where like the wing has part of the strut lifting it off the ground. So as it's tearing up tarmac, it just passes straight over you. Rabies, you're pulled into the landing equipment as you feel a lurch and a drop, and the plane starts careering off the edge.
Yeah.
Rabies is in danger.
Wait, can I go or?
You can go.
Okay, so I want to wait until the plane is starting to go off, and then I want to jump out, and I want to do a flying squirrel and land very safely with my duffel bag. Oh, yeah, I want to use my duffel bag as a parachute! And land.
Well, here's what happens.
I know that's like a lot of things.
Give me an alacrity roll.
Okay.
With the one success,
I'm rolling not bad.
I'm gonna say that you fall out of the plane in the duffel bag and just sort of like hold onto the handles. The plane goes off the cliff, taking the radar tower, all the cars and everything with it. Rabies is also falling off the cliff, and they plummet for about 1 to 200 feet before the air turns you over and catches the bag, giving you that jarring motion as you start floating down. Chonka, you view all of this from your a viewer's perspective with a bag of money at the side of the highway. And
Can I walk over to the edge to look down and see how everyone's doing?
Yeah, Downey's laying on the highway writing poetry or something, and Rabies is parachuting down using a black duffel bag.
Oh well, then Chonker would just pull Downey off the roadway to make sure he's safe.
Chonka's safe.
Still holding the briefcase in the other hand.
And I think, unless there's anything anyone else would like to do, with the race won, the plane crashed, and all of the other racers wiped out the competition, you are now the kings of the LA street racing scene.
Yes!
Is there anything else you'd like to do before we wrap up?
My brain's literally stopping dead right now.
I just want to scream out in delight. This is all of Rabies has ever wanted.
And Downey is just singing Daisy, Daisy, and scribbling this long string of formulae. It doesn't even make any sense after halfway. It's just remembering physics ramblings and just slowly careening besides Chonka, and just flops down and passes out in blissful sleep.
Yeah, Chonker's been pulling them towards, like, there's usually like a truck stop near airports, so he's like making his way to the truck stop with Downey and the money and goes right for the dumpster to crawl in and start getting some food.
Perfect. Well then, I think we're gonna call it there. Thank you very much, everyone.
Oh my god.
How do we feel about the game?
I love it. Yeah, this is
I
great.
love this so much.
I laughed in unhealthy levels.
Yep.
I
Totally.
hated it. And this is the best thing I've had in maybe a year. Where
My cheeks specifically hurt now.
you can imagine mine. I'm not even gonna speak to anyone after this for a day.
Just hold on to it for a bit. Yeah. Good. Well, let's go round and wrap up. Why don't you tell us what your favourite part was, if you can choose one, where we can find you online, and all the wonderful things that you get up to. Why don't we start with you, Sarp? Why don't you tell us all about the things?
Okay, so I think my favorite part is all the split seconds happening, especially the petrol station and the radio tower. Just riding on top of the radio tower back into the road. Hell yes, give me some more of that. So I'm Sarp, known as the Quantum Witcher in the interwebs, and you can find me either doing some random variety streaming on twitch.tv /Quantum Witcher every 2 Wednesdays, including next Wednesday on twitch.tv/Winged Horizon, trying to resist the Call of Cthulhu as a washed up old physics professor. And also, even though I don't do much stuff on Twitter, whatever physics questions, especially quantum mechanics questions you may have, you can reach me out at Twitter at QuantumMitcha. So yeah, that's all, and a brilliant time. Thank you guys so much for tonight. Tonight because I'm in the UK time zone. Yeah, time zones are a thing. But yeah, thank you so much.
I recommend transcending the time zones. You don't look back once you've done it.
I am used
you know?
to it. Since I got on Twitch, like everything I follow is Eastern time zone. So like I can just automatically put it down right now. 5 hours, it's easy.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, that is a very good point. Viewers, we will be sticking to EST time zones next week when the times spring forward. So on the 10th, if you're watching from the UK, relevant in this time slot, because we got a lot of UK viewers in this time slot, it will be 1 hour earlier until I think the 30th or 31st when the UK catches up with EST. And I need to speak to all of my groups about that.
Which is different dates, right?
Yep. EST switches on the 10th. UK switches on the 31st. I think there's like 2 or 3 weeks where we're all out of sync. But hey.
Yeah, thank you so much for that reminder, because I did not realize, actually. I would have been jarred for a few days.
Yep.
Thank you.
I reminded myself to... I'm just going to make a note in my own note saying time zones. If my pen doesn't run out, there we go. And good point as well there from Saab. Thank you very much, everyone who donated today. Thank you so much. It's so fun to throw these sort of things into games, and the support is so appreciated. Let's go around next to Smallish Sam.
Oh, hi. You can find me on the Twitters and the Instagrams at Smallish Sam. And you can find me here again on Friday, playing Ryutama, being very traumatized by Scrat. I think I'm also going, I think it's this week, I will be on Other Doc's channel on Sunday, playing Call of Cthulhu with A. Kelly Lane running it. Yeah, we will be in a floor mart, which is not anything like another store. I don't know what type of store they are, but a store. Anyway, yes, so find me doing all the things, having all the rants, getting into more shenanigans in all the games.
And did you mention your favorite part?
I did. Oh yeah, I did not. No, my favorite part was the radar. Was going on the radar and using that as a car. It was so much. It was great. I'm so happy.
Exactly the right amount of chaos. I love these sort of streams. This is great. So lastly, but most certainly not leastly, we come to V, the crafting muse. Same questions, V. Oh, hi.
Oh gosh. Okay, I'm going to start with my favorite part. I love the fact that we went through 3 different vehicles and one was a questionable vehicle. That was just so much fun. I mean, oh my god. Anytime you have to do another one of these, let me know, because this is a riot to do. So, oh god. I'm just gonna be laughing the whole night now. This is great. But I'm V, I'm the Crafting Muse. You can find me over on Twitter at the Crafting Muse, big surprise. I'm also over on YouTube where I show you how to make miniature terrain and paint minis and game accessories and all that loveliness. You can also find me on Facebook and Instagram. I am here every Thursday afternoon at 1 p.m. to play really whatever kind of works out that day. And then I'm over on Mini Terrain Domain as well on tonight, because tonight's Thursday, right? So I'll be over there at 8:30 playing a lovely D&D of Death and Taxes. So I'm looking forward to that one tonight too.
Thank you. I'm hastily typing in your YouTube channel. I can't do 2 things at once.
I got a lot of irons in the fire.
I think I did that right. There we go. I think that's right. If not, check out the Crafting Muse anyway. It's all good fun. Guys, this is me. This is my channel. This is exactly the sort of shenanigans I like to get up to. And one of you mentioned the wacky races earlier. Now, I'm not going to reveal any secrets. And someone said I should do a racing game next season. But I'm not going to reveal any secrets about next season. No secrets at all, okay? None at all. And certainly not mentioning Tuesdays at 10:30 p.m. EST. Anyway, with that said, I'm going to spam you all with links. My bot is going to spam you. There's all of our social links, all of the ways you can support us, all of our sponsor information, and places you can get 10 to 15% discount codes using our special codes. My favourite part has got to have been... where do we even start? The raccoons in LA street race. I mean... How do you pick a favourite part from this? Exploding petrol stations, falling radar towers, cliff face falling, maybe the parachute, I don't know. There's just so much. It was so good. Today, we are going to go and raid a friend of the channel. We are going to go and raid... I'm not sure if they're live there or not. We're going to go and raid... we are going to go and raid Oh Baby 190. They are on our Tuesday games, Curse of Strahd, as they have just been teleported to Strahd's castle, which they weren't planning to do, which is fun. We're going to take across our raid cry of we're treating the radar dish as a car, and please fill the chat with hype. Say hello from me and have a good rest of your night. Keep evoking emotions. We'll be back in 2 hours with Realm of the Ancients. See you later. Bye!
Bye!